I reviewed Hometown for this Minecraft server review. Links and IP address can be found in the description of the video as always. Hometown is a dedicated survival server offering a mature and secure Minecraft community. Before joining for the first time, I am pleased to see that there are a decent amount of players on the server, 50 more or less. I spawn and am casually greeted by a few players in chat. I wander out of the small enclosure only to see that I must go through a tutorial for the server in order to spawn for real in the main world. As eager as I am to see the server, and knowing how well acquainted I already am with no griefing survival servers, I entered the tutorial knowing that it is in everybody's best interest. The in-depth guide covers all of the essentials and more. It even includes 3 quizzes that you must pass before moving on in order to ensure that no one rushed through the tutorial. After close to 10 minutes, I finally finish and spawn in the actual world right before taking a quick break to rest my strained eyes from reading so many signs. Anyways, I return to the server and begin to play. Spawn is fairly large, but contains a very simple layout. Signs in either direction allow me to quickly spawn in a random location in the wild, while roads on all 4 sides lead me out of the spawn to the many player-built buildings lining the roads. I take in the scenery, but can't help notice some stuttering and lag while I walk around spawn. After a few minutes of walking through spawn and the surrounding shops, I decide to spawn randomly in the wild and set to work. Immediately upon joining, I am greeted by some stuttering and lag. This is surprising to me as both the server and my person is located in the United States. While lower FPS issues seem to be mostly related to spawn, rubber banding and stuttering was also present on occasion in the wild. FPS rates varied anywhere from 30 to 60 within spawn and usually 90 plus in the wild. I did encounter some slow loading chunks as well. In summary, lag and low FPS rates were somewhat inconsistent on Hometown. I had periods with 90 plus FPS and no lag, and others with stuttering and 40 FPS. On the positive side, lag was certainly bearable and did not completely ruin my experience on the server. Although blocks sometimes respawned after being broken and mobs took a second to register damage, this was not constant. On a side note, the server was whitelisted for a few hours on the second day of me playing. After looking on the forums, it was apparent that this kind of downtime for maintenance was not unusual. While it's great that the server was being taken care of, I'm sure many players would prefer scheduled maintenance periods rather than random periods of downtime. One of Hometown's selling points is its mature community and strict rules. This is either a pro or con depending on your playstyle. The server emphasizes absolutely no PvP combat or griefing. Violations of these 2 rules will automatically result in a permanent ban. Other important rules include standard no hacking, glitch exploitation, anti-X-ray, spamming, and advertising. Hometown staff appear to have no tolerance with rule violations and will ban if deemed necessary. Keep in mind that all bans can be appealed on the server website. Hometown prizes its mature atmosphere, so while the server may appear to be intimidating, there is a clear reason behind it. Hometown offers a variant of standard survival, which emphasizes abstinence from plugins which radically change gameplay mechanics. Again, this is either a pro or con depending on what type of game mode you prefer. A creative world is available only for higher ranking players. Diamonds are difficult to acquire just like in traditional survival, rather than being given out for voting and through drop parties. Now's a good time to mention that the server does not do drop parties or otherwise give out items for no reason. Donation ranks are also balanced this way as well. Holistically speaking, you cannot pay to win on this server. I started off on the server by warping into the wild and building a small hut on top of a mountain. I then collected and sold enough materials to buy a hotel room near spawn from a player-run hotel. I enjoy the fact that players can choose to live in a city with other players or go solo in the wild. There are worlds separate from survival, but these are mainly for farm building or free building. There really isn't that much to say about the gameplay. Almost everyone has experienced Minecraft survival mode at one point. Hometown allows you to experience it with a decent-sized community. The server offers several plugins which enhance the survival experience while still trying to keep it semi-vanilla. Such plugins include chest shops, protection plugins, Minecraft essentials, the ability to set your own warp for in-game cash, mob disguising for donators, as well as voting rewards, though I should emphasize only a small sum of money is given for voting. In conclusion, the server contains just enough plugins that enhance the survival experience. There are no minigames or features which take away from the vanilla feel of survival. Hometown contains a fairly friendly and active community for its size. Players were somewhat responsive to my questions in chat and friendly in person. Hometown's economy relies heavily on player interaction with local businesses and shops. I personally really enjoyed this type of gameplay. I did see staff speak a few times in chat on a professional level, but otherwise they were fairly silent until needed. Hometown contains an intricate site that is easily navigable. The donation section offers various in-game ranks, which seem to be generally compliant with the Minecraft EULA. In-game cash is also purchasable. A voting tab allows you to do exactly what it says. Another section allows you to register and contribute to the various forums, which did appear to be very active and overall helpful in answering questions or discussing general topics. The site is very well made and responsive overall. I give Hometown a final score of 7 out of 10. Honestly, what saved the server from a lower score was its mature and professional atmosphere. Whether on the forums or in-game, the server staff knew what they were doing and ran a tight ship, so to speak. The players and overall community were fairly mature themselves, while still being friendly, although I didn't feel as accepted as I wanted to. Hometown really appeals to a certain type of player looking for a semi-vanilla survival gameplay experience. I understand that because of this, plugins and extra features are limited only to the essentials, yet at the same time, I felt that the server left something to be desired. The mild lag problems did not help with making my experience more enjoyable either. Hometown is not a bad Minecraft server, it simply does not stand out to me as being all that special from other semi-vanilla survival servers. Thank you for watching this review. If you have a server recommendation for the next video, be sure to leave a comment. Until next time, see you everybody.